Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nama Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakkhurunimile Tanjena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Soyam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sijitapadakkamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Sri Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Advaita Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Saganalitam Sri Visakham Mitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatri Vapsha Kurpa Sindhu Vacha Tatitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnabhya Namo Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Ācārya Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna, today is a very auspicious appearance day of the Lord Advaita Ācārya. So Advaita Ācārya is the one of the Panchatattva, the five truths of absolute. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So there are five truths of absolute truth who came in this age of Kali. So this five truth, it has been here mentioned that Panchatattva Atmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupam Sarupam Bhakta Avataram Bhakta Khyam Namami Bhakta Saktikam. So these are the Panchatattva five there. So Advaita Ācārya is here. You can see this verse that there are five truths. Panchatattva Atmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhakta Avataram Bhaktakam Namami Bhakta Saktikam. So let me offer my obeisance unto the Lord Sri Krishna, who has manifested himself in five as a devotee, expansion of devotee, incarnation of a devotee, pure devotee, devotional energy. So Lord Krishna has appeared in this age of Kali with five truths. Sri Krishna Chaitanya as a devotee he come. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come as a devotee. And expansion of devotee, Nityananda Mahaprabhu is Balaram. Balaram is the expansion of Krishna. Then incarnation of devotee, that is Mahavishnu. Advaita Ācārya called incarnation of a devotee, is the expansion of Mahavishnu. And pure devotee, that is Gadadhar Pandit, is like a expansion of Radharani. And devotional energy, that is Srinivasa Acharya, so Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur is the expansion of the devotional energy, that is Narada Muni, like Bhakta, leader of Bhakta. So in this way, the five truth has come. And therefore, let us start with that, who is Advaita Ācārya? Because today is very appearance day of the Advaita Ācārya. We are doing the fasting, the Vaishnavas, according to Vaishnava culture and custom, we do this fasting, half-day fasting, and we celebrate this appearance day. So just like Krishna has got the appearance in this appearance day, and Krishna's appearance day is not like birthday of ordinary living being. Because Krishna is transcendental. He appears according to own will. Not he is appearing just like we are appear according to our karma. Somebody is appearing in the family of rich. Somebody is appearing in the family of poor. Somebody appearing in the Bill Gates family. Somebody is gatekeeper family. So there is a discrepancy according to our karma. So we are forced to take birth according to our karma. We do not choose our birth, that I want to take birth in rich family. But here as this Krishna is according to his own will, he comes. Atma Maya. Similarly, the Acharyas also representative of Krishna. They also come according to their own will, because they are not inflicted by karma. They do not come as per their karma. So they are also representative. They descended from the spiritual world. for the sake of executing the business of Krishna on behalf of Krishna. So they also appear. Here, Advaita Ācārya is very unique. He is first of all the incarnation of the God Mahavishnu, Vishnu Tattva. It is stated here in this the identity of Advaita Ācārya. Therefore, we should know the identity of Advaita Ācārya. Then we can know what we can appreciate, and we can know that what is the paramount importance of celebrating or observing the appearance day of the Lord. Otherwise, we will see that, oh, this is another, cult, another sentiment, or we take it very lightly. He is an ordinary living being. So that is our mistake. Therefore, many people, they do not come to this appearance day to the temple, because they think that their job is more important than the mercy of Acharya, because they have lack of knowledge. Therefore, they do not come to the temple they do not observe this appearance and appearance, disappearance, all the things. They do not know how important the Acharya's role is. Here, let us know first the identity of the Advaita Ācārya, then we can know the activities of the Advaita Ācārya. Then we can know how important the personality who descends, who comes from the spiritual world for the sake of delivering the conditioned soul, who has been suffering since time memorial. So therefore, here it is said that the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, introducing Advaita Ācārya as this, that Bande tam Srimad Advaita Ācāryam Adbhuta Cheshtitam Jasya Prasade Agyapi Tasswarupam Nirupyate. I offer my respectful obeisance to Sri Advaita Ācārya, whose activities are all wonderful, by his mercy wonderful. By his mercy, even a foolish person can describe his character. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrunda. And then he proceeds and progresses with glorifying. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all goes to Lord Nityananda, all goes to Lord Advaita Ācārya, all goes to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In 5 verses, I have described principle of Lord Nityananda. In following 2 verses, I describe the glories of Śrī Advaita Ācārya. So today, our topic is glories of Advaita Ācārya. Therefore, we are celebrating today the transcendental appearance of the Advaita Ācārya. Who is Advaita Ācārya? Mahavishnu Jagatakarta Maya Yashriti Yada Taya Avatara Me Bhayam Advaita Ācārya Ishvara. So the identity of Advaita Ācārya is revealed here. Lord Advaita Ācārya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create cosmic world through the action of Maya. So Advaita Ācārya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, because Krishna is original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Eta chamsa kala punsa Krishna to Swayam Bhagavan. He is Swayam Bhagavan. So when he wants to expand, he expands first expansion called Balaram. He is the first expansion called Balaram. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching very technical terms and very details to Sanatana Goswami in Varanasi, that how the Lord expand himself and create this material world. So he expands in Balaram. Balaram expands as Chaturbhuja, Sankarsan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. In this way, 4. So that is called Sankarsan, called Mula Sankarsan, root Sankarsan. Again, this Sankarsan is expands as Mahasankarsan. From Mahasankarsan, it comes Mahavishnu. Then Mahavishnu is here, the Advaita Ācārya incarnation of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu function is that he creates the ingredient of material creation. Supposing I want to build a temple, or I want to build a house, I want to build a city. I need ingredients, cements, bricks, so many ingredients. And similarly, Mahavishnu creates the pradhana. Pradhana means these ingredients. Then he looks at that ingredient and creates the material nature. Sakshata. The material nature is created. And after the material nature of material world is created, he, as a Garbhodakya Swami Vishnu, he went inside every universe. And again he expands, he goes into every atoms, every parts of the universe as a super soul, even to the atoms. So in this way, material world created. So Advaita Ācārya is originally the incarnation of Mahavishnu, who is responsible for creating these elements, that ingredient, 25 ingredient. There are 25 ingredients for creating all this material world. So in this way, the second line, he is glorifying the Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Advaitam Harinadvaitan Ācāryam Bhakti Samsanad Bhakta Avataram Isamtam Advaita Ācāryam Asraya. So because he is non-different from Hari, the Supreme Lord, he is called Advaita. And because he propagates the cult of devotion, he is called Ācārya. He is the Lord and the incarnation of the lost devotee. Therefore, I take shelter of him. So Advaita Ācārya. First of all, Advaita means non-different. So because he is an incarnation of Vishnu, Mahavishnu, so therefore he is non-different from the Supreme Lord. Mahavishnu is Vishnu Tattva, not Jiva Tattva. And second thing is he is Ācārya. Ācāryam Bhakti Samsanat. So these are very important things, because Ācārya business is called Ācārya business to propagate the cult of devotion, propagate this preaching mission. That is whole Ācārya business. So Advaita Ācārya, out of his causeless mercy, he incarnated to propagate the Krishna consciousness, or cult of devotion. That is the Ācārya's mercy. They come on behalf of the Krishna, because Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita that his business is sarvadharman parityasari dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami juge juge. Adajadahi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharat. Whenever there is a discrepancy in execution of Krishna consciousness, people are very irreligious. That time Krishna comes to establish dharma, to spread Krishna consciousness in order to revive them, in order to deliver them. Similarly, Acharyas come on behalf of Krishna business to spread this Krishna consciousness, to deliver the poor-hearted conditioned soul. Because we have been entrapped in this material world since time immemorial. Since time immemorial, we have been entrapped in this material world. As soon as we have turned away from the Lord, from the service of the Lord, we have come to the material world. In the material world, we are trying to serve to everything other than God. Therefore, we are here entrapped and suffering since time immemorial. Therefore, to show the compassion, Lord comes personally, and sometimes Lord sends Acharyas. The Acharyas are not ordinary people. Acharyas are non-different from the Lord. It is stated, Lord himself says that Acharya, position of Acharya is very exalted. It is said that Acharyam mam bijaniya navamanyata karchit na marta buddhaya suate sarvadeva maya guru. So Acharya is, one should know the Acharya is myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all demigods. So Acharya is not ordinary things. They are non-different from Krishna. That his position is very, very exalted. There is another verses also, it is stated by Narada Muni, and that how the Acharyas are very, very great. Jasya Sakhyat Bhagavati Jnana Deepa Pada Guru. So the Acharya, the spiritual master, should be considered to be directly Supreme Lord, because he gives the transcendental knowledge for enlightenment. Consequently, for one who maintains the material conception that spiritual master is an ordinary human being, everything is frustrated. His enlightenment, his Vedic study, knowledge are like bathing of an elephant. This is a beautiful verse. So Acharya is not ordinary people. Acharya Maam Bijanya. Not only that, Krishna says that you cannot jump the Acharya and come to me. That is not possible. The importance of Acharya is coming. Why? Because Krishna says, you cannot jump into me. Jump the Acharya and come into me. No. In Adi Purana, Krishna spoke to Arjuna that, in Adi Purana, Krishna spoke to Arjuna that Yame Bhakta Jana Partha Name Bhaktasyate Janaha Madhbhaktanam Yame Bhaktas Tame Bhaktatam Mataha. Lord Krishna told to Arjuna that those who are my direct devotee are actually not my devotee, but who are the devotees of my servant, factually my devotee. So you cannot jump Acharya and come to Krishna. We have to come through the Acharya. Therefore, Acharyas are very important. Because we cannot directly approach Krishna. Why? Why? One may question why we cannot. Because we have no knowledge of. We have been so many millions, trillions of lifetime. We have been entrapped in this ignorance of knowing what is my self-interest, how to get out from this material world, why I am suffering. These are the things that ignorance, due to ignorance, we have been entrapped in this material world. And therefore, we have no capacity, ability to know Krishnas. This is also explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sanatana Goswami in these beautiful verses. Maya Mugdha Jibera Nahi Sortha Krishna Jnana Jibera Kurpaya Kalila Krishna Veda Purana. The conditioned soul cannot revive his Krishna consciousness by his own effort. We cannot, because since time immemorial we have been bound. Just like a bound person cannot unbound himself. It has to be unbound by somebody else who is not bound. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that conditioned soul cannot revive his Krishna consciousness by his own effort. But out of causeless mercy, Lord Krishna compiled the Vedic literature, his supplement and Puranas. So he compiled everything so that he will give a guidelines that how to come to me. And that guidelines can be understood not by us also, by Acharya. Acharya will give that path to us. Because we cannot understand that guideline also. We don't have that capacity to understand Bhagavad Gita, what is the purport of this. Mahajana Jana Gata Sapanta. Yudhishthira Maharaj was a very well-studied, well-informed about Veda, Vedanta, Vedanga. But he himself said, Tarka Patishta Shruyeta Vivinna, Na Saurusi, Matam Vivinnam, Dharmasya Tatta, Nihitam Guhyam. Mahajana Jana Gata Sapanta. So, you cannot understand the purport or conclusion of the Shastra by your own effort, by hearing, by argument, by from the opinion of so many munis. No, we cannot ascertain. Because the purport or conclusion of Shastras, how to come to Krishna, is hidden in the heart of the Mahajana, the great exalted devotee, the great Acharyas. So therefore, all these people, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Ācārya, Gadadhar Pandit, and Srivasa Thakur, all are Acharyas. They are following the Supreme Acharya Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Although he is Lord, he comes as Acharya. Because without Acharya, we cannot understand how to go to Krishna. So therefore, the next verse also Krishna, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed, Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Aponara Janana Krishna Moro Prabhutrata Jivero Hoye Jnana. So here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to Sanatana Goswami, the forgetful conditioned soul is educated by Krishna through the Vedic literature, realized spiritual master and the super soul. Through this, he can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he is. He can understand the Lord Krishna, the eternal master, deliverer from the clutches of Maya. In this way, one can acquire real knowledge of the conditioned life, can come to the understand how to attain liberation. That is the main point. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to Sanatana Goswami. Main point is that we cannot understand our conditioned life and how to get out from this. That means we cannot know even we are diseased and how to cure from the disease. We need a physician, doctor. Acharyas are called the doctor, spiritual doctor. They know our disease and they know how to cure this disease, the material disease. Bhavo Sudo, the Bhavo Rogo. The Bhavarogo. Bhavarogo means repeated birth and death. suffering, obnoxious principal misery. So bhava asudha, this bhava asudha, medicine for the bhava roga is given by the doctor, spiritual doctor. They are called Ācārya. They are called Ācārya. Therefore, Krishna say that I come in two forms. What is these two forms? Krishna said here that that, oh my Lord, transcendental poets and experts in spiritual sense could not fully express their indebtedness to you, even if they were endowed with prolonged lifetime of Brahma. For you appear in two features, externally as Ācārya, internally as super soul, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to him. See, Krishna is merciful. He comes just like Advaita Ācārya. He is Krishna himself. Advaitam Harina Advaita. He is none different from Krishna. But at the same time, he externally comes as Ācārya, Advaita Ācārya. Why? To deliver the embodied living beings by the directing how to come to you, Krishna. So how great the Ācārya. That's why we are celebrating, observing the appearance day. We are having fasting and we are seeking the mercy, a drop of mercy of Advaita Ācārya. Jasya deve para bhakti jatha deve tatha guru. This knowledge, Krishna say, without this Veda Purana knowledge, we cannot know. These are the guidelines to come to Krishna. And that guidelines is spoken or to be understood by the disciplic succession, parampara system, through the Ācārya parampara. Through Ācārya parampara, that guidelines can be understood. And here it is said that the Ācāryas comes for that purpose. And we need mercy, a little mercy of them. Jasya deve para bhakti jatha deve tatha guru. It is stated the verses, one who has an unflinching faith in Ācārya and Krishna, then he will know the purport of the Vedas, purport of all this transcendental knowledge, how to come to Krishna. Otherwise, one cannot know. Unless we take shelter of Ācārya. Therefore, it is said that Ācārya ban Purusha Veda. Unless we take shelter of Ācārya, we cannot understand our Veda as they are. This is the injunction of Shastra. First thing is to take shelter of Ācārya. Prahlad Maharaj also say that Ācārya has to be taken care. First, take shelter. You have to take shelter of Ācārya. It is said that Guru Sushusya Bhaktya Sarva Labdha Parena Cha. One must accept a bona fide spiritual master, render service unto him with great devotion and faith. Whatever one has in one position should be offered to spiritual master. In association of saintly person, devotee, one should worship the Lord, hear the glories of the Lord with faith, glorify the transcendental quality activity of the Lord, always meditate on the Lord's lotus feet and worship the deity of the Lord strictly according to injunction of Shastra and Guru. So one should first thing one must accept the bona fide spiritual master. This is their Ācārya. Then only we can open our gate to entrance to Vaikuntha, entrance to Krishna. Open our gate to liberation. Otherwise, we cannot get out from this clutches of Maya, cannot get out from this obnoxious material existence. Therefore, Acharyas are very important. One must respect, offer utmost respect to Acharya. Even Krishna say, Madhabhakta Pujyadhika, that my devotee must be worshipped more than me. So here, Advaita Ācārya is coming in two roles. Internally is Krishna, but externally is Acharya to deliver us. As position of Acharya, he is more glorious than even Krishna himself. Krishna himself say, Madhabhakta Pujyadhika, 11:21:19. He told, my devotee is more worshipable than me. Lord Shiva also say in Adi Purana, not Adi Purana, there is another verse. Krishna said that Aradhanam Sarvesam Vishnu Aradhanam Param Tasmat Parataram Devi Tadyanam Sam Archanam. Out of all the worship of Vishnu is foremost. But more than that, the worshipping his devotee. Therefore, as Acharya Samsanat, he is more glorious, he is more merciful, compassionate. Not only that, his contribution is that he causes the Supreme Lord to descend. See, acharyas are very much, humble. They are not so much, puffed up. See, there is a beautiful verses. Here it is said that Advaita Ācārya having appeared, he found the world devoid of devotional service to Sri Krishna because people were engrossed in material affairs. Everyone was engaged in material enjoyment, whether sinfully or virtuously. No one was interested in transcendental service of the Lord, which can give total relief from the repetition of birth and death. Very important point. That everybody engaged. You can see now, everybody engaged, some either virtuous or pious or impious, but they are still under the clutches of Maya. They cannot get out by pious activity impact. They only can get out when they rendered transcendental service to the Lord. Seeing the activities of the Lord, the Acharya felt compassion, began to ponder how he could act for the people of benefit. That is Acharya. Paradukha dukhi. Always concerned about others' people benefit. That is Acharya. Just like Prabhupada. How Prabhupada is. At the age of 69, he was concerned about the people in general. He went to the America, boarding a freighter, passenger cargo, sorry, not passenger, cargo ship, Jaladatta. He went to America, undergoing so much trials, tribulations, troubles, to heart attack, no food to, it's very difficult to get a food, seasickness. But his concern to deliver conditions. So that is Acharya. There are two type of people are there. One is called Goshtiyanandi, one is called Bhajananandi. Bhajananandi means he is interested in the self. Oh, I am now understood everything, now I want to deliver myself. They go to the Himalaya or they go to somewhere and they do bhajan. They are good, very nice. They can liberate. But another kind of people called Goshtiyanandi. Goshti means group. They increase the group. That means they spread this Krishna consciousness. They increase the number of devotees. They want to make others devotee also. They are called Goshtiyanandi, like Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta. They are called Goshtiyanandi. That is called Acharya. Just like the example can be given, Prahlad Maharaj. When Prahlad Maharaj was asked by Nrsimhadev to come to Vaikuntha, he refused that. He told, no, I want to increase the devotee. I want to deliver. I do not want to come alone to Vaikuntha. I want to take all this conditioned soul who is foolishly engrossed in Maya Sukha. There's a beautiful verse, Maya Sukhaya. So I do not want to come alone, but I want to bring them. I want to preach them. Then I want to bring them. Along with them, I will come. Naivadujya paradurātāya vaitarani tadviryagāyena mahamrutamagna-chita. Socetata vimukha cetasa. We are all vimukha cetasa. Means we turn away from the service of the Lord. Turn away from the Lord. Therefore, we are called vimukha cetasa. Non-Krishna consciousness or un-Krishna consciousness. Indriyartha maya sukha bharam adbhata vimudan. Why we have turned away? Because we want to enjoy separately from Krishna. That is called Maya Sukha, illusion. Krishna bhuliya jiva bhagavancha kare nikastastha maya tare jhapatiya dhare. So we have turned away from the Lord to enjoy separately. As a result, we have been suffering since time immemorial. O best of the great personality, I am not at all afraid of material existence. For wherever I stay, I am fully absorbed in the thought of your glories and activity. My concern, see, very important line. My concern is only for the fools and rascals who are making elaborate plans for material happiness, maintaining their families, society, country. I am simply concerned with love for them. That is called compassion of Acharya. Compassion of a Vaishnavas. Advaita Ācārya is compassion. He wants to deliver such people. Everybody, almost all people in this material world, fools and rascals. Why? Because they have turned away from Krishna and making elaborate plans for material happiness, maintaining their family, friends, society. They have no idea this material world is a transient by nature, it's temporary and a miserable place. By your so-called adjustment, by so-called economic development, so-called political maneuvering, so-called advancement of technology and science, so-called sophisticated environment, gorgeous arrangement you're trying to create, that is like a bubble. It can be burst anytime. That is like a sand castle. It has to be destroyed, because the very existence, our very existence is a non-existential atmosphere. Bhuta bhuta praliyate. This material world is temporary. What to speak about our, at the time of death, everything will be stripped out. We will be kicked out forcibly from this platform. Everything from the stripped out, all our association, all our possession, all our assets, everything will be taken away. Everything. Coffin has no pocket. When you go to the graveyard at the time of death, you will not carry a single cent with you. That is the blunt and truth. Better to be comforted, better to be hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. A naked truth is better than well-dressed lie. This is the thing. People do not oblivion to this knowledge, oblivion to the fact that they are going to die, they are going to lose everything. This is just a transient. Nobody can have a fun and frolic, rest and relax in this material world, because it's a dukkhalayam, a place of misery. Just like a prison house is not meant for our enjoyment, rather rehabilitation and transformation, reformation. Similarly, material world is created for our rehabilitating this conditioned soul who turned away from the Lord very audaciously and presumptuously. For them, Lord is out of mercy rehabilitating them and reforming them by sometimes personally come, sometimes coming as an Acharya, that is called Advaita Ācārya. He is very concerned. He is very concerned. He do not come for their own perfect, own interest. They come for the interest of the people, always thinking. So here Advaita Ācārya say that Acharya felt compassion, began to ponder over how he could act benefit of others. Sri Prabhupada has given so big purport. Yeah, apana Sri Krishna jadi karena avatara, apana Acharya bhakti karena prachara. Advaita Ācārya thought that if Sri Krishna were to appear as an incarnation, he himself could have preached devotion by his personal example. In the age of Kali, there is no religion other than chanting the holy name of the Lord. But how in this age will Lord appear as an incarnation? I shall worship Krishna in purified state of mind. I shall constantly petition him in the Bambal Hamalas. Because it is said that in 7.938 of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj said that you are Trijogi. Lord appear in Trijuga. But in Kali Yuga, Lord appears as the incarnation of the Lord. Channavatara. He comes as a devotee, hidden. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, hidden incarnation. In disguise as a devotee, he comes to spread Krishna consciousness, to deliver the conditioned soul. My name is Advaita. I will be befitting if I am able to induce Krishna to inaugurate the movement of chanting the holy name of the Krishna. So Advaita Ācārya is well studied. He knows that in the age of Kali, only way to deliver the conditioned soul is chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nameva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, 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 Gatiranyata. The only religious principle in this age of Kali is Kalo Tad Hari Kirtana, chanting of holy name. But who is going to spread this? Although Acharya can spread, but he is out of humility. He told, I cannot deliver everybody. Let me also summon Supreme Lord Krishna. He will come in disguise and as a devotee and spread the Krishna consciousness. Krishna vasa karibena kono aradhana vicharita ekasloko ahile tatra mane. While he was thinking about how to propitiate Krishna by worship, the following verse came to his mind. There are beautiful verses, how to please Krishna, how to summon Krishna, how to bring Krishna. Tulasi dala matrena jalasya chukulena bha Vikrinite swamatmanam bhaktabhya bhakta bachala. Beautiful verses. So Lord is very pleased in two things. See, Krishna, who is very affectionate towards devotees, sells himself to a devotee who offers him merely a tulsi leaf and a palm full of water. That is the best of Krishna. Patram puspam phalam toyam jame bhaktya prayachati tadam bhakti rupartam asnami prayatamana. Chapter 9, text 26, Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has given a universal formula that I can be sold out, not by millions of dollars, not by trillions of gold. No, simply, very simple. Patram puspam phalam toyam. You little bit of water, flower, tulsi leaf is sold out. He will sell himself. Bikrinite swatmanam bhaktebya bhakta bachala is bhakta bachala. Very much affectionate to the devotee. Very easily we can purchase Krishna simply by this method. But we are so unfortunate. We do not want to even follow the simple method of propitiate or please Krishna or bring Krishna to appear in our heart. In this way, Advaita Ācārya, this is from Gautamya mantra. In this way, Advaita Ācārya is thinking, Advaita Ācārya considers the meaning of the verse in this way, not finding any way to repay the debt he owes to one who offers him a tulsi leaf water. Lord Krishna thinks there is no wealth in my possession that is equal to tulsi leaf and water. See, Krishna himself says that there is no wealth in my possession that is equal to tulsi leaf and water. This is a verse, actually. This is a verse, beautiful verses. Krishna himself says, thus the Lord liquidates the debt by offering himself to the devotee. Considering in this way, Acharya began worshipping the Lord. Advaita Acharya worshipped the Lord. How Ganga Jale Tulasi Manjari Anukshana Krishna Pada Padma Bhavi Kare Samarpana. Thinking of lotus feet of Sri Krishna, he constantly offered tulasi buds in the water from Ganges. He appealed to Krishna with loud calls, thus made it possible for Krishna to appear. Therefore, the principal reason of Sri Chaitanya's descendant in this appeal by Advaita Ācārya, Lord, the protector of religion, appears by the desire of his devotee. See? So, Advaita Ācārya is coming as a role of Acharya. Acharya are supreme devotee, exalted devotee of the Lord. So, when exalted devotee desired to appear, desired that Krishna should appear to deliver the world, so Lord also accept that desire. Lord accept that desire. And he comes. And he descends actually. Oh my Lord, you are always dwell in the vision of hearing of your pure devotee. You always live in the lotus-like heart, which are purified by devotional service. Oh my Lord, who are glorified by exalted prayers, you show special favor to your devotee by manifesting yourself in the eternal form in which they welcome you. So these are beautiful verses. This is verses from 3:9-11, Lord Brahma to Supreme Personality of Godhead. So how Lord is so Bhakta Bachala, Bhaktavya Bhakta Bachala, how so much, favorably disposed to the Lord. Even the devotee, favorably disposed to the devotee of his devotee. Once a devotee calls out, he will come. We can see the many instances. Durba Maharaj calls out, Lord came. Prahlad Maharaj calls out, Lord appears as a Nrsimhadev. Draupadi calls out, Lord appears and given unlimited cloth. Gajendra calls out, Lord comes and rescue him. There are so many instances that Lord comes because the devotee desire. So Lord is always favorably disposed. He told us, Sadhunam udame mayam, sadhava udame toham. I am in the heart of the devotee and devotees are in my heart. I do not know anybody and they also do not know me. Anybody else than me. So that is a loving reciprocation between a devotees and Krishna. The essence of the meaning of this verse is that Lord Krishna appears in all his innumerable eternal form because the desire of his pure devotee. I have surely determined the meaning of what Lord Gaura. See here, this is the very nice Advaita Ācārya this is the Advaita Ācārya who causes the Supreme Lord to descend, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descend, so that in this way, the propagation of Sankirtana movement or Hare Krishna mantra, chanting of Hare Krishna can be spread throughout the world very widely, and people accepting this chanting of or following this process of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, they can be delivered. Particularly in this age of Kali, there is no other meaning. It is stated in these beautiful verses in CC, in Kalau Santarana Upanishad, it is stated that in this particular age of Kali, this mantra is very important. Kali Juge Dharma Namera Prachara Tatha Lagi Pita Banna Chaitanya Avatara. Religious practice for the age of Kali is to broadcast the glories of the holy name. Only for this purpose is the Lord in a yellow color descended as the Lord Chaitanya. See, here it is said that Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti sodasakam namanam kalikal masala nasanam natah paratarapaya sarva vedeshu dishyate. After searching through all the Vedic literature, one cannot find a method of religion more sublime for this age than the chanting of Hare Krishna. So, how is important Advaita Ācārya, who causes Lord Chaitanya to descend, and Lord Chaitanya comes for what? For Lord Chaitanya comes? Chaitanya comes from only one purpose. Kali Juge Juga Dharma Namare Prachara. To propagate, to spread the chanting of Hare Krishna, Tatha Lagi Pita Banna Chaitanya Avatara. See how much we are indebted to Advaita Ācārya. Out of his compassion, he is thinking of how to summon Krishna himself and how to spread this Krishna consciousness movement so that everybody can deliver. Therefore, Advaita Ācārya is very glorified. He was born in 1438 in Navadip. The place is and that time his father is Kuvera Pandit, mother is Navadevi. He stayed in this earth up to 1500 something, 30 is 1540 something, 125 years on this earth. He was 50 years older to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he is glorified because as a role of Acharyas, he spread the Krishna consciousness. He causes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to descend. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying him. There is a beautiful verse where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying Nityananda Prabhu. Sorry, is glorifying Advaita Ācārya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself glorifying the Advaita Ācārya. Yes. Here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say that Advaita Ācārya Gosai Sakhyadishwaro Tantra Sange Amara Mano Hila Nirmala. Nevertheless, my mind has become purified because I have associated with Advaita Ācārya, who is directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sarva Shastre Krishna Bhaktya Nahi Ara Sama Ateva Advaita Ācārya Tanram Nama. He is unparalleled in his understanding of all revealed scripture and devotional service of Lord Krishna. Therefore, he is called Advaita Ācārya. Yahara Kirpatem Lecho Hoye Krishna Bhakti Ke Kahite Paratatre Vaishnavata Sakti. He is such a great personality that by his mercy he can convert even the meat-eater Mleccha to the devotional service of Krishna. Who therefore can estimate the power of his Vaishnavism? The power of Vaishnava. Vaishnava means who converts even a meat-eater to the Krishna devotee. Just like Prabhupada. Prabhupada went to America, all are beef eater, meat eater. They converted all this to Krishna Bhakta, mad with Krishna Bhakta, mad for Krishna. That is the power of Vaishnava. That is called Vaishnavism. That is called pure devotees. That is called Acharya, who can convert even a meat eater to the Krishna Bhakti. So Advaita Ācārya is like this. One time Advaita Ācārya is observing sadhu ceremony for his father, who were Pandit. That time in sadhu ceremony, there is a custom to call the exalted Brahmana and feed them. And Advaita Ācārya, everybody expecting that, oh, he will call me, all this exalted Acharya. But he called to Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur was very much hesitating. I am not there. There are so many exalted Brahman. I am from a Muslim family. No. He told, because you are chanting the holy name of the Lord constantly, you are more than anybody. You are so exalted. So he invited them to feed them. So that was the quality of Advaita Ācārya. He can not only convert the Vaishnavism, he knows, so much giving association to everyone. Therefore this our Acharya Narottam Das Thakur is very nicely singing. Writing that Tadera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sane Ba Janame Janame Moho Ohe Moho Ehi Abhilash. Tadera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sane Bas. My only desire to serve the predecessor Acharya in the association of devotee. That's all. Nothing else. In the association of devotee, one must. The verse is there in 329. It is stated here that Mahattan Bahumanena Dinenena Anukampaya. That pure devotee should execute devotional service by giving greatest respect to spiritual master and the Acharya. See? Therefore, Narottam Das Thakur is telling we must worship the Acharya in association of devotees. That is only our desire. By that desire, we can come to Krishna. We cannot jump the Acharya and come to Krishna. That is not possible. That is not possible. Tasya prasad bhagavat prasad. Guru Krishna Krupa Pava Bhakti Lata Beej. Without Guru Krishna, without Guru, we cannot get the Krishna's favor. Krishna's mercy. We have to have mercy of Tasya prasad bhagavat prasad. Guru Krishna Krupa Pava Bhakti Lata Beej. That is the injunction of Shastra. We cannot jump Acharya. Therefore, today is very auspicious Advaita Ācārya. Without taking shelter of Advaita Ācārya, we cannot even get the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. They are Krishna Balaram. To get the Krishna and Balaram, we need Acharyas. There is a beautiful song by Narottam Thakur, Daya Kara Sitapati Advaita Gosai Tava Kurpa Bole Pae Chaitanya Nitai. So he is singing that the purport of the meaning of this stanza is that Daya Kara Sitapati, his wife called Sita Devi, Sita Thakurani, is Lakshmi. So Daya Kara Sitapati Advaita Gosai. O husband of Sita, Advaita Gosai, please give me your mercy. Tava Kurpa Bole Pae Chaitanya Nitai. By your mercy, I can get Nityananda Prabhu Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna Balaram. I can be perfect. I can achieve my highest perfection of life simply by your mercy. Therefore, Acharya mercy is very indispensable, imperative, mandatory for any devotee who is seriously seeking to get out from this material world and come to Krishna. Therefore, Lord said that Tasmad, what is that? 11:3:21. Lord spoke that yes, Tasmad Gurum Prapadyate Jigyansu Shreyuttamam Sabde Parecha Nismantam Brahmani Upasramayam. Therefore, any person who seriously desires real happiness must seek bona fide spiritual master, take shelter of him by initiation. See, that is whole idea. And who is that guru? Qualification of the bona fide guru is that who has realized the conclusion of scripture by deliberation, is able to convince others of this conclusion. Such a great personality who have taken shelter of Supreme Godhead, leaving aside all material considerations, should be understood to be bona fide spiritual master. So this is the thing. The Samad Guru Prapadyante, Shreya Uttama, who is really serious, they should take shelter of the Acharyas. Without Acharyas Parampara, without getting admitted to Guru Parampara or connected to the Acharya Parampara, one cannot get any success, period. There is no question of that. There is no denying and disputing of the fact. That is the conclusion. That is the conclusion of all Shastra. So therefore, on this auspicious transcendental appearance of the Advaita Ācārya, we should seek the mercy of the Acharya, so that we can attain the perfection of the life by taking shelter of Acharya. Thank you very much. Jai Advaita Ācārya ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Bol, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.